Okay, day 2 of our gratitude challenge. I'm technically on day 3, but here we go. So today I woke up and I noticed that I had 51 subscribers on my new YouTube channel, which means I hit my first goal to be able to go live. And not just that it's something to be grateful for, but it's something to recognize that, okay, when we focus on gratitude, good things happen, okay? And I did put like a little list on the first video here of things that you could use for prompts. And today's was like, think about a challenge that you may have overcome. And, what are you grateful for learning through those challenges? And I didn't even read it until after I wrote this, but I did notice that that kind of naturally came through in what I wrote tonight. So I am grateful for my health. Oh no, that's yesterday's, right? That's yesterday's. But that is a challenge I overcame, okay? Because I was really sick. I wasn't walking for a while. I had huge holes on top of both feet. I had excruciating pain in my ribs. And, like, I can remember the day that I was downstairs, like, using my steamer. And I started crying because, like, I was able to walk and use my steamer, which I had not been able to do for so long. And that was really hard, okay? But today I started off with, I am grateful for a peaceful life. I'm grateful I reached my goal on the new channel, 50 subscribers, thank you. I am grateful for my soul family and those who understand my mind and messages, which not everybody does that, not everybody's our soul family, but I'm grateful for the ones that do. And I'm grateful I no longer seek out acceptance from any and everyone to my own demise. So I'm somebody that's like always a people pleaser type of energy usually, but I've noticed that my response to things has shifted. It's different things pop up throughout the day, or different things happen in our life, and the way I think I would have reacted before to how I react now has shifted a lot. Just in the way it makes me feel, in the way that I react, what I say, what I do, what I don't say and do, and all of that. And my understanding of those things is actually down here too. So I'm grateful I no longer seek out I'm grateful I speak my truth regardless of people's opinions and possible reactions, because I used to bite my tongue a lot when it comes to like putting content online. People have this fear of being canceled or misunderstood, which it happens anyways, because there's people who will look at your stuff and not even see the whole thing and make assumptions from it. And then there's people who may see the whole thing and just misunderstand. And then, especially when it comes to like tarot readings and stuff, that was something I was like struggling with for a while, because I didn't want to add to people's delusions and having them think things they shouldn't think. But sometimes people even just make assumptions anyways, and they say things that are judgy and like ridiculous. And how I used to respond to those things, I would get wicked defensive and just be like, blah, blah, blah. Or I would block people. Now I just respond without the fire in me. There's nothing there. It's like I'm just responding and clarifying, and then I don't even give it any more mind. You know what I mean? If somebody comes into like a live that I'm on and is being inappropriate, doing weird shit, I just dismiss them out of there, because I don't want them to disrupt the whole live. But when it comes to like pushback on a video, I'm grateful for your comment, because you're boosting that video. And if you keep commenting on my stuff, even though you don't like it, they're going to keep showing it to you. So whatever, that's on you. That's a silly move for you. Which I talked about yesterday. I was like, I don't understand why people who don't like you keep looking at you. Like, I've gotten to the point where, like, if I have a feeling that somebody particular that I don't like is gonna, like, pop up, I scroll. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see that fucking face. I do not want to see that face, because I don't want to be angry. I don't want to feel a certain way. Like, I'm serious. Like, I don't seek out these, like, I'll go through and delete being able to see those people's profiles as, like, like if you've ever gone to your friend's profile, it's like saved there or something. I figured out how to delete all of that stuff whenever something is triggering to me. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep being reminded of something. I delete all of that stuff. I don't feed into that stuff. I don't want to feel that way, because it makes you sick and it makes you feel worse, and it just, perpetuates, and then you want to bitch about it, and it's like, it doesn't get you anywhere. I would rather ignore, forget, and just move on. But there's people out there that do the opposite of that. And I think in my younger years, like, no, not even, because I can remember, like, when I split up with the community here, like, when, like, that person showed up in my life and all my friends, like, dropped like flies. Same thing. Like, I have never sought out their shit again. I don't care what they're doing. If you burn me or you hurt me, you're dead to me, basically. I don't have any interest in what you got going on. But I know there's people that do the opposite of that. And I know there's people who even want to instigate the opposite of that, because they'll be like, did you hear what so-and-so said about you? And it's like, I don't care what so-and-so said about me. And no, I didn't hear what so-and-so said about me, because I'm not looking at so-and-so. I don't care. I really don't. I think maybe it's a Taurus thing, because, like, you know, we just... And it's sometimes it takes a long time for that, but when you're fucking done. You are done. And that feels better than to... Because before they're done, that shit goes on. Like, I can feel something's off. I can feel there's an animosity. I can feel that you're lying to me. I can feel that you're talking shit about me. I can see who you're talking shit about. Like, I know. I know. I just... No. Sorry. So, yeah, in those moments, because they gaslight you and pretend like they're not doing that, or they're not talking shit about you, or they're not going behind your back, or they're not hanging out with the people that they said that they don't like either. You know what I mean? That type of crap. I don't want that. That's why, again, I'm always by myself. I'm a solo bird. Boop. Got my dogs. Got my pack of dogs. I don't need that, okay? But that, you know, has varied over the years, and now I'm getting to the point, too, where it's like, those things don't charge me the way that they used to. Okay, so... Beep. I am grateful for all the synchronicity that guides my life, because it does help me a lot, like, to make even just the simplest decisions. When I do something, I look and it's like, oh, it's 11:44. Like, I was starting this at 11:44 with 88% battery. It's always there, and it helps me. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the dreams that I had over the last 24 hours to alert me about things, because they were very interesting. And I'm like, why was I even... Because I'm not normally a dreamer. But in my live yesterday, I said, pay attention to your dreams. They're going to help you to know who is true and who is real. I had 2 different ones. One was like last night and one was today. And they were crazy intense. I'm not going to share all of it because I don't want other people to know those things. I get to know those things. But I'm grateful for that ability. And I'm grateful that ability is getting stronger, because I went for years without dreaming. So thank you for that. And I'm grateful for my ability to say no. And that's a sentence. No. Nope. No. We don't have to explain why. We don't have to say I'm sorry. We don't have to offer something in place of the no. It's like, no. Like, sorry, don't have it. Nope. Sorry, not going. Nope. Sorry, don't want to. Nope. Sorry, not interested. Nope. We don't even have to say no. We can just not engage with the things that we don't want, but don't feel guilty about it as well. And I'm grateful that I've been getting better at just saying no. And I'm grateful for my creative mind and ideas. And I'm grateful that I've learned people do things because of themselves, not because of me. And that's something I've learned through all of those things that came through that I'm talking about. Is like, I used to be like, what did I do wrong? What did I say? What do they think that I did? What did someone else tell them that I did? And beat myself up about it. But people do what they do because they do. You know, that's just what that's on them. And I talked to someone, they were like, how do you let go of control? And I was like, you know, I am a control freak with the various things. But over the years, I've learned to let go of control over things I can't control. Like, I can't control certain circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, it's out of my control. Sorry, I'm going to do my best to do what I can with my life. But if there's something out of my control in this moment, I'm not going to let it eat me up and make me anxious or make me feel bad or feel guilty or all the low vibrational things that keep you there. I'm going to just be like, okay, this is what it is, and go from there. But when people hurt us or lie to us or reject us or, manipulate us or do shitty things or, whatever it is that they're doing, it's not your fault. It's them. That's a them. That's a them problem. Even if you've done something to someone, right? How they respond is on them. Don't be an asshole. Don't do mean things. Don't intentionally try to fuck with people to see what they do. But just know that no matter what anyone else does, and no matter what else you do, that's in your control, that's in their control. And that was, again, it was like I said to someone last night, I'm like, you can only control yourself and your response to what other people do or don't do or what's going on around you. And then I saw a video today, 4 likes on it, no comments. It wasn't like a widely viewed thing, but it was like a bloop. The only thing you can control is your response to others, and bop. You can't control others, you can only control how you respond to them. So it was confirmation. Same thing with the synchronicity. Last night I was talking about multi-dimensional lives, in terms of past lives, and I even said to the girl, because it was during the live, I was like, every once in a while Bashar will show up and will confirm something I have just said. And then last night I had said that in the reading, and then I go and I see it because I was posting something onto TikTok, because I don't endlessly scroll on TikTok. I very rarely see anything on TikTok unless it's just a couple of lives that I'm like, I can't believe they're doing this. And if I'm just there to wait for, because if I don't wait for the whole thing to load, a lot of times it doesn't load, and it's oh, that thing failed. So the next day I'm like, okay, my post failed, great, gotta try again. So I'll be on there waiting for my thing to finish. But I saw Bashar, and I even screenshotted it, put it into my stories on Instagram, and tagged the girl, because it was exactly word for word what I had just said to her about multidimensional lives, and it had the synchronicity of, oh, hey, here he is to confirm again. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful because it reminds me that I'm not crazy. I'm not just pulling this out my butt. I am channeling, I am just receiving these messages, and I am on the right vibe. I am thinking the right things, and the universe is confirming it to me. I'm not even seeking out the confirmation. It's just coming on its own because I trust it, I believe it, and I'm good at that. I know I'm good at that, and I can use that to continue to do great things. So I am grateful. I know I'm going to be better than I can even imagine, and that life is good. Okay? So that is for day 2. And again, you can, if you're getting stuck on what to write, think about the things you've overcome. I'm so grateful I overcame this. And if you are someone that's following me on the new channel for business and stuff, those are the things that you can turn into support for others, being in service to others. I want to help other people who struggled with this thing that I overcame, and I'm so grateful I overcame, and I learned all these things from it, because now I can help you to overcome and learn those things too. You don't have to be a expert, certified, boop, all this crap. You just need to have something of value that can, or inspiration or entertainment to offer people, and that's all that it is. It's you can just be funny. You don't have to be serious. You can make parodies about things, a lot of people who've been through trauma and shit were very sarcastic because of the trauma and shit. So there's so many things, but anyways, that's one of the things I say is what have you overcome in your life? Because a lot of people get stuck on what's my niche? What should I offer? What should I do? I'm not an expert in anything, but you're an expert in being you and everything that you've done and do and are going through. And you don't even have to be fully done doing those things. There's addicts who are in recovery, who even relapse at times, but still inspire a whole community of addicts. There's people who are struggling with borderline personality disorder. It's somebody, again, that I've been following, and I watch her. She was doing really good again, and then she's crashing again. But her people are still there. They're still supporting her, even though she's just going up and down all the time. They're still there because they get it, because they're the same. They're the same. They get it. They do the same thing. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be completely healed. You don't have to have completely overcome the challenge in your life. But if you have tools, or even if you just want a community, you can do that by just being you. So hopefully this helps you guys. I will see you tomorrow in Mune. Namaste.